On YouTube? Yeah. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. We are live. Well, yeah, we are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? How are you all doing today? It feels pretty warm. Feels warmer than it is. It's around 80 degrees today here in Redwood City, California, where I live. But it's a nice day. The wind is very light, less than 5 miles per hour. I look forward to getting on the trail right by the water to feel that nice breeze. Hopefully, like I said a second ago, that your day is going well in your area. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm a little excited today. I'm very happy today. It's been a great day so far. And yeah, at the beginning of this stream, obviously, many people know what I'm going to be discussing based on the title, even though I didn't get too specific. And I'm not going to get extremely specific during the show. But what I will say once again at the beginning of this stream, if you truly are ready to make a change and move past this issue many people are having out here on YouTube in this community I've been a part of for a while, unfortunately. Come over here and watch the stream here, because that'll show me a sign of good faith that you're ready, willing, and able to do the right thing, and you're a good human being. And if you're tired of what's been happening to you regarding this one creator I'll be discussing here today, without mentioning his name, obviously, but you all know who he is, those that have been around for a while, then show that you're making a change by coming over here and viewing my show here on my channel, my newly monetized channel, by the way, here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams. Because if you don't, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. But if you don't, there's a guy coming up here on a bike. You got to see which way he's going. Oh, he's going to go enter the trail. All right. Because if you don't, basically, you're two-faced and you're a hypocrite, and you basically are continuing to support someone that you keep talking smack about on your channels, right? I'm going to get more into that as this show goes on. But again, before I get to some channel updates and stuff like that, things coming up, and then get back to this, I really want to make a firm statement that, hey, if you truly want to show that you can rise above this person, rise above the things you feel he's doing to you or done to other people, then show it. Because the more people I have here and the less people he has on his rebroadcasting of my show, wherever it's at, that makes a statement. That will say and show what's really going on. That will speak for itself, which is what I'm trying to say. So just think about that, folks. And if you're stuck between a rock and a hard place because some of you, think I'm such a horrible person like you feel this person is, and I'm not even trying to criticize him or anyone, I'm just stating what's going on here. Like, I haven't done nearly as much to come at others out here on this platform like he has, whether it's intentional or unintentional. So just think about that. Just think about that. And I'll just come out and even say this too. Look, most of you that have been a part of this community that have been infected, let's just say infected by this creator, this I'm going to say late 30s now because he's 37, this late 30s creator, most of you that have been infected by his drama disease and the content he creates, okay? Most of you are not even bad people. You just got caught up in the mess, right? We all got caught up in the mess, right? And the rest of us really don't hate each other. We really have nothing against each other. But going through the toxicity of this guy and his channels, right? The drama disease on his channels, going through that and being pinned and pitted against each other just for content has led us to believe that most of the rest of us hate each other when we really don't. We really don't. And that's what I want to take a stand on here today. And there's a reason why I'm doing this. There's a reason why I'm doing this. I have to talk about this. I have to talk about this because it does affect me in a certain way. It affects you folks in a certain way. And you folks continuing to, well, I'll hold off on that. But you folks continuing to move forward, let's just leave it at that. I'll share more about that. I don't want to get into it too deep yet because that's going to take a while to talk about, and I have other things to mention at the beginning of this show here. Please like this. Please share this out. Please make everyone that's aware of this situation. It's been a part of this community for the last several years, or even 5 or 6 years, like I've been a part of it. Many of you have been a part of this for 5 or 6 years. Some of you a year or two. Boy, that chick walking by had her earbuds fully cranked to the point of where I could hear her music loud and clear through her earbuds. Having my earphones on and doing my show. Wow. Whew. She's going to be deaf. Listening to music that loud while walking every day. Anyway. So please, share this with as many people as possible that are on the same side I am regarding this. You know which side I'm on. And again, I'm not even here to attack this guy or anything. I'm not here to criticize him or attack him. I'm just here to state what you folks are doing because of what he's doing to you and how it affects you, how it affects me, how it affects everybody, and how to stop this once and for all. It's a really simple thing. But before we get to that, folks, coming up later tonight here on Coach Eli 2, authentic live streams at around 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. I already have this scheduled. I'm going to be doing a stream from the studio. It's going to be, the differences between men and women. Plus, you only get what you give. We're going to be discussing the differences between men and women. Got a great article to go over. I put my own spin on it. And then I have another article, interesting. It's regarding young men. And the purpose of it is, we only get from life what we give to it. What we give, we get, right? You only get back what you give. So that's coming up later tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific from the studio right here on Coach Eli 2, authentic live streams. And if you haven't kept up lately, obviously you see the dollar sign at the bottom of this chat. We are monetized here. We were monetized yesterday on Monday. We went into review on Friday and got monetized on Monday. They take the weekends off. We got monetized right away because the clean channel with no copyright claims, no copyright strikes, no community guideline strikes. It's all clean and good stuff, right? So if you want to, hit that super chat. It was de-virginized yesterday by a lady named Tam from Australia. Thank you again, Tam, for your $2 Australian super chat to de-virginize the super chat here. But if you want to hit the super chat or super sticker, it is available. As far as channel memberships and the shopping tab, that's not going to be available for about a week or so. I found out through Team YouTube on Twitter, at Team YouTube on Twitter, that it takes newly monetized channels around 7 days or so to get access to channel memberships and now the shopping tab, which used to require 30K subscribers, but they're giving it to everyone in the YouTube Partner Program around 7 days or so after you get monetized. So that's why these walking streams for right now are subscribers only. So they're typically publicly available. As long as you subscribe, you can publicly chat without having to purchase a membership. But once channel memberships come out on this channel or are enabled on this channel, it will be members only chat on the Walking with Purpose streams, and the in-studio streams for now will remain subscribers only. NC is Queen, how you doing? Welcome to the show. Great to see you here. Hope you're having a great day. My lady is out and about running errands, and she has darts tonight. She's going to be busy all day. We talked earlier, and she's feeling freaking amazing. She says hello to each and every one of you. And there is a 1-minute slow mode in the chat today because I don't expect to really have any moderators here. I'll be modding the chat myself. So those are the updates. Make sure you subscribe, bang the bell, select the notifications. Not only here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic live streams, but also on my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas. Nightbot sharing the link every 7 minutes to my main channel, Coach Eli, Elias Melas. Or just go to youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. That's youtube.com/Life Coach Eli. Starting next week, I will be creating some pre-recorded content over there, along with doing live streams here. If you think you've seen a lot of content lately, you're going to get a lot more. Trust me, a lot more is coming. It's going to be all good stuff, positive stuff. And that's why I want to do this here today, because I want to reach as many of you as possible that are YouTubers and have an actual message, but you're stuck in this rut of the drama disease, going back and forth with one creator because you constantly feel the need to call him out. You constantly feel the need to talk about him. And in essence, you've converted your channel from whatever it used to be, whether it's true crime or coaching or whatever else you were doing, to a drama shit show channel about this one creator. That's what you've done. It is absolutely pathetic. I'm not trying to criticize you, but I don't know how else to say it. It's pathetic. You folks have turned your channels into a channel about this one 37-year-old creator. And you feel the need to constantly talk about him and what he does every day. Same thing every day, all day, multiple channels throughout this entire community that I really don't want to be a part of, at least when this type of content's being created. I'm not saying I don't want to hang out or participate with any of these people, because there are a lot of good people I initially met through these communities years ago or even recently that were good people before they were infested by this guy's channel or him. Infested, right? Let's start off by what happens. Let's start off and just mention most of you that have been talking about this guy all day, every day on your channels through these long-ass 2-3 hour live stream panels. That you despise, right? And you don't even realize that is backfiring on you because you don't even realize how it comes off on social media. And for someone as narcissistic as he is, right, and sociopathic as he is, I agree with you folks, he's a narcissist and he is a sociopath, right? Do you think to a narcissist or a sociopath, you calling him on to stuff is going to get him to stop, or it's going to fuel him to do it more? That's what turns him on. That's what fuels his fire. That's what he wants. He wants you to keep talking about him all day, every day, same shit, different day SSDD. They are as pathetic as he is. Absolutely. I was getting there. Thank you, NC's Queen. I agree. You are right, NC's Queen. Big round of applause. I don't have the sound board here on mobile. You're limited to what you can do on mobile, but it's all good. I'll give you a big round of applause for that. And you continuing to talk about this guy all day, every day, same thing, different day, right? Same thing for months now. Months and months and months and months. Some people years. You're just as pathetic as he is. Actually, in my opinion, you're more pathetic than he is. You know why? Because at least he's capitalizing off of you. And you're letting him do that. Now, some of you might be making some money. There are a few channels that are monetized for now, at least, until they get removed for terms of service violations with the things they say and show on these streams. But we're not here to talk about that. And that's why some of these monetized channels that talk about this guy all day, every day, they talk about him because it's the only way they get 200-300 people on their live streams. When they go back to doing their regular true crime content or whatever the hell they do, right? They get a few people in the box, right? So are you folks that are doing that really mad at him? Or are you just trying to leverage the money, leverage the drama? Because if you truly are not happy with someone like this, yeah, you can do one show, you can do one video and raise awareness for your audience, but then let it go and move on to creating your actual content. But no, you won't do that. You won't do that because now you want to leverage the drama audience, right? You know, many of you probably thought I was going to come out here and come at this guy. I'm not going to come at him. Do I despise what he does? Absolutely. I've despised what he does for years. But a few years back, I finally realized what's going on, right? And I've tried to tell you folks exactly what's going on. And you just don't listen, right? Just like my good friend Pete from my former channel, that this 37-year-old guy plays an old clip. You didn't listen, Pete. You didn't listen, Pete. Same thing for you folks. You're not listening. And I don't care if you listen or not. But if you just listened and paid attention and understand what I'm going to say again for the 100th time in the last several years, you might understand what's going on and realize that you continuing to make content on him all day, every day on 3 to 6 hour live stream panels is only making the matter worse for you and giving him more of what he wants. What part of that don't you understand? What part of that don't you understand? Am I speaking clearly enough? I've been ignoring this stuff, right? Let me tell you, I've got a great woman. She's beautiful. She's sweet. Yeah, we have our moments, but you know what? Her and I, we love each other. We get along. And we worked hard together throughout all this BS and got this channel monetized from the ground up. I never had planned to monetize this channel here that we're doing this on. But because of her and how amazing she is and how well we work together, we decided to go for it, and we did it in less than 3 months. Even with these people rebroadcasting us, talking smack about us, defaming our character, putting out those old videos, we fought through it. And we made it, and so can you. But you got to choose to make that change. You got to choose to make that change. And no, I'm not triggered. I'm very passionate. Because, see, if I talk like a little sissy, like some other people on this platform, you won't listen. You may still not listen with me emphasizing, but there's a better chance to emphasize than being a little sissy, right? I'll be right back. Hey, babe. Thank you. My chat froze, and I was resetting the chat so I could ban Brutal Mafia. I don't mind mentioning you, dude. Listen, Brutal Mafia. I tell you what, bro. Listen, I don't have time for this crap anymore, dude. If you actually want to come out to Redwood City, I'm not threatening you, and you're not threatening me. But I tell you what, Brutal Mafia, why don't you come to Bar Island and walk the trail with me, bro? It might help you get a little more healthy, brother. Instead of, hiding behind the keyboard or talking smack on a few live streams you pop on every now and then, bro. Why don't you come take a walk with Coach Eli? And you can share what you feel about me directly to me, brother. I don't have a problem with that. You're more than welcome to come out to Redwood City, California, over here, sir, at Bar Island. One way in, one way out. That's Highway 101, sir. You get off at Whipple Avenue, sir. Okay? You're going to probably fly into SFO, unless you want to drive, because I believe you're in, I know where you're at. You're on the West Coast. I'm not going to say it, because then they'll accuse me of doxing you. I won't do that, Brutal Mafia. We'll refer to you as Brutal Mafia, okay? But maybe you'll fly into SFO and take the 101 and come down and get off at Whipple Avenue, go over the overpass east, and come over to Bar Island and meet me in the parking lot, sir. And there's no threat, no nothing. We can just hang out. We can hang out. I'll tell you what, bro. I'll bring my woman, too. And I'll tell you, bro, you're going to be more scared of my woman than of me. I'll tell you that, brother. My woman will dox herself right to your face, but not here on YouTube. You're going to have to earn it. Now let's continue. Thank you, babe. See, my woman is like, I think she's on the coast right now, hanging out with some friends and dealing with some appointments and hanging out by the beach. But my woman is here moderating. I mean, I don't expect her to do this, but when a woman loves a man, when you love each other, you find ways. Thank you for being here, babe. It's unexpected, but thank you. So let's continue here. I'm at the point right now where I don't care who the hell shows up. I'm not threatening anyone, and I'm not saying anything will happen when you come here. Why don't we just hang out like real friends in real life instead of doing this stupid trolling shit on YouTube? Grown-ass men trolling, man. This whole thing is stupid. It's dumb. It's a waste of time. Waste of energy. Waste of life. A little windy here right now. I hope you can hear me. Oh man, you know what, baby? Brutal Mafia's triggered right now. They're all triggered because they don't like it when I speak of the truth and being very passionate, right? These little boys in their 20s and 30s out here on YouTube that should be grown-ass men are getting triggered because some guy on the internet is calling them out on their stupidity of wasting their time sitting behind, the keyboard and talking smack to a guy that's just trying to bring more positivity into people's lives. You know what I mean? It triggers them because they don't love themselves. Clearly, they don't love themselves. I've been saying that for years, and it's been the truth. It is the truth. So let's continue. So yesterday, my lady left to go home after spending the weekend with me, right? I did a walking stream, and then afterwards, I'm like, screw it. I'm going to take the night off. I need a rest. I'm going to eat dinner, and then I'm going to talk with my lady, and then we're going to go to bed, right? Get some rest, right? We both got great rest last night. When we're together, we're doing other things that couples do. So it's kind of hard to rest. Because, yes, my woman is hot. Maybe one day you folks will get to see how hot she is, but not completely, PG, the PG version, right? Anyway. But again, more so than her being hot physically, her personality is the hottest thing to me. Big heart and soul. But let's continue. So last night, before I talk to my woman and after I talk with my woman, right? Every now and then I'll scour around just to see what's going on. I don't comment in the chat and I don't go on the panels, right? And then and last night and over the last few nights, I'm seeing nothing but people doing 2, 3, 4-hour panels talking about this 37-year-old millennial dude that I used to go back and forth with years ago, right? And well, I'm not saying what you're saying is right or wrong. I'm not saying what you're saying is wrong or right. And I understand why you're doing it. What I don't understand is when are you going to stop? Because how many times do you need to repeat the same shit over and over and over and over and over again before it gets old? Before your audience gets bored, right? I mean, last night there was another stream from a woman that I was beginning to respect. And I want to respect her, right? She's got the Unchained channel. Let's just say the Unchained channel, right? And ma'am, I understand why you did what you did, but how many more streams like that are you going to create? Because your point's been put out there and people understand where you're coming from. Another woman, and I don't hate any of these women or people that are doing these streams. I don't hate these people. I'm just asking you, how much longer are you going to feel the need to talk about this 37-year-old dude that has all of you by the balls and the boobies and having his way with you? Because the more and more you react and respond and do 3-hour-long streams on him, the more he's going to laugh in your face. What part of that don't you understand? Again, I did a stream on this a few weeks back. I even went on his panel 3 weeks ago. Where he was on there with his business partner, the woman. And even she said, clock in, clock out. And even she said that, she's being sponsored too. I'm like, okay, there's the answer right there. What part of that don't you folks understand? Whether they're directly or indirectly making this content based on their sponsorship, do you think without the sponsorship they would be putting in this much time and effort to be on YouTube all day, every day? Yeah, Brutal Mafia has nothing here to do, babe. At least you get to use your mod wrench and hit him on the head with it, you know? Yeah, listen, Arnie, I saw what you wrote before my lady banned you, and you're gonna stay banned. I don't really care about drama. I don't care what JT and Scotty are doing. I don't care what anyone does. I really don't care what people do, who they want to date, right? How often they jerk off in between streams. I don't care about that. Hey, Grim Grinning Ghost. It's just unbelievable how pathetic these people are to waste their time trolling, trying to threaten me. Oh, that other dude you used to associate with is on his way to California now. Should I send him over to Bar Island? It's a public place. It's a public place. Anyone can hang out. Nothing wrong with that. You guys act all tough and big on the internet, trying to get a reaction from people that have been doing this for almost 6 years, almost every day. Like I said, you want to come hang out with me at Bar Island and take a walk? And most of you need it because you're out of shape. I don't know what you mean by that, Grim Grinning Ghost. That 37-year-old pretty-looking guy? Well, when you say pretty-looking guy, what do you mean by that? Are you calling him a wannabe pretty boy? I mean, I'm not here to criticize. I'm not here to criticize anything about him. I'm here to more so come out and say, hey, look, to all the people that can't get his name out of their mouths, you're just as bad, if not worse, than he is. Why can't you folks realize that? Because I'll share on my way back. I'll share on my way back how it's affecting me and how it's affecting everyone. I invite them. Yeah, I mean, these are dudes, babe. These are dudes that sit behind the computer, act all tough and shit, right? They act all tough, right? And I'm not here to threaten anyone. I don't threaten people, and you know, I would never harm anyone. I would only defend myself if somebody attacked me or you, right? But they act all tough on the keyboard. They're trying to get a reaction from me being on a live stream, right? And it's not going to happen. You want that reaction, then come and hang out. And you know what the funny thing is, babe? Some of these people are crazy enough to do it. They get so triggered that they take a joke. It's like a joke. I'm joking with them right now. Right now, if they show up, it's a public place. Who cares? As long as they're friendly and cordial, and you know, they're not making threats or anything. No problem. They make threats, I'll call the cops. Right? But don't come out here on YouTube and try to pretend to be all tough, right? And, you know, I will say this. As far as I've or as much as I've had some differences with certain people on the platform, there are some creators that say pull up or shut up, and I understand it, because this guy's tired of hearing people make threats on the internet, hiding behind the keyboard, and never showing their face in public, right? Or never meeting up with them in person for a friendly chat, right? Listen, if you folks are going to come in here on sock accounts to try to belittle or attack other people, even from that other side, I'm not going to allow it. I'm not here to call anyone any names. I'm not here to attack anyone. I'm here to state how most of you are handling this and how you can easily walk away from it. If you want it to stop, you all have to stop. All of you have to stop. If you want it to stop, you all have to stop talking about him cold turkey. Create some other content. Yeah, you're going to get 10 or 20 views or 100 views, not 1,000 views or 2,000 views. And then you're going to get no donations for a while, not hundreds of dollars in donations, right? See, that's what you guys fear. You guys fear losing the traction, losing the attention, and losing the money that the drama from this guy has brought you. So in essence, you're all freaking hypocrites. You talk smack about this guy, but you keep doing it because it gets you traction, attention, and makes you more money than you ever have made, right? Come on. You ain't fooling me, right? You're not fooling me. Show me some good faith. Try to go cold turkey without talking about him for 1 week. I bet you all of you can't go 1 week without talking about him, tagging him in a post or in a video. Your lady is lucky to have you, Mr. Melas. Well, thank you. And I'm lucky to have her, too. We're a great team, brother. Trying to keep this positive, man. I'm tired of the negativity. I'm tired of the BS, right? I'm tired of this shit flooding the YouTube airwaves. I'm tired of this crap flooding the YouTube airwaves, or because we're digital, it's flooding the YouTube servers and taking up precious bandwidth. And yeah, all of you that have mentioned that this 37-year-old millennial dude goes to his Discord and sends people to mob attack your channels, that's what he's doing to me right now. Because that's what he does. He's a little boy. He's a little boy in a 37-year-old man's body. He's a little boy that's never grown up and will never grow up. So why continue to feed into him? We should all stop talking about him. 100% cold turkey effective once you view this video, whether it's live or on the replay. There's somebody on the other side of that underneath the deck. I don't know what they're doing over there, but I don't think they're allowed to be over there. Brutal, I'm going to ask you one more time, bro. why don't you hop on a plane or get in the car, and why don't you come and take a walk with me sometime this week or next week? And I'd be happy to answer your question in person. I'll even bring my lady in person, and you can ask her how drunk you feel she is in person. Come on, dude. Grow up, dude. You go on these panels, dude, and you try to act, you try to, sound like you're all mature and relevant and all that. But dude, your behavior doesn't, match that online when you're trolling. It's just pathetic, dude. Yeah, no, I hate trolls too, but I know who these people are, dude, and it's just, look, I'm at the point right now where, hey, you guys want to talk shit about me, my lady, or anyone, we don't care. We haven't cared for a while. We really never cared. But just come and hang out with us, and let's have a friendly chat about it in person, right? Because this hiding behind the keyboard game, it's boring, it's old, okay? You guys don't have the testes to show up and hang out with us. And I'm talking about a friendly gathering. That's all, a friendly gathering. We can just sit down like best buds, all right? $17 in the box. We got 21 thumbs up. Thank you so much for being here, folks. I appreciate those of you that are watching this here and not giving the views to the simulcast. I really don't care about the views or the little ad revenue I get. I don't care about that. I mean, I do. I love YouTube and the YouTube Partner Program, but I more so care about getting the message out and even helping you folks that feel have been victimized by this guy to be able to, move past it once and for all. Meetup sounds good. I'll do a Coach Eli meetup at some point, but you bet your bottom dollar if I do a Coach Eli meetup somewhere publicly, I'm going to have security. Because some of these dudes are so crazy, they might show up with a, can't say that on YouTube. They might show up with with a piece, let's just call it that, right? That's how crazy some of these nut jobs are. I have never seen so many nut jobs in my life. I swear to God, I'm so over it. My ladies even come to me and said, gosh, babe, I thought I had issues. Man, these people make me look like a saint. I'm like, I agree, baby. Same for me. I thought I had issues, but man, these people do make me look like a saint as well. Seriously. It's just so comical, right? So anyway, so here's the thing, okay? Like I said, I'm sitting on my couch last night, and I just continue seeing these streams. It's the same old thing. And it's just funny to me. Give me a second here. Well, Edward, I think you're a troll, but I'll let you stay for now. Too many lunatics on YouTube bullying people for watch times. Well, yeah, there was that troll that was making fun of that Jenny Suck account, making fun of her, saying watch times with an S instead of being singular. It's watch time, not watch times. Dude, come on, bro. Even on mobile, you can't pull one on me, but it's all good, You didn't say anything bad, so we won't ban you, at least not yet. I'm ready. What are you ready for, babe? I can tell you, babe, I think the fires from the area your parents live in, I'm starting to smell. I'm starting to smell the smoke. It's not as bad as some of the other fires have been. Even with the wind shifting, the fire was so big, it has hit the Bay Area. And if you look over there, I don't know if you can see, in the East Bay, it's a little more hazy. It's not as hazy here, but it is a little bit hazy. And that's because of those fires in Mariposa County. And I could smell it a little bit. It's not too bad, but I could still smell. It kind of smells like a barbecue every step I take. I'm smelling like a barbecue pit. The fires are at the border with Oregon. No. No, the fires are in Central California. Well, yeah, they're in Northern California, but more on the in the mountains east of the Bay Area. And there are probably some fires up there too. There are a lot of fires this year in California and Oregon because we had such a dry winter. We didn't get enough rain. We're in a massive drought, one of the worst droughts in history. And there's a ton of dry grass. You can see it right here. Like, this is usually all green, even in the summer. One of the driest years we've had. I mean, look, that's usually green even in the summer, but if you look over there, you see patches of green and patches of dry brush. Have them come out, says my lady. Yeah. Just gotta take a time out. I've always loved the planes, or loved watching the planes fly by. Oh yeah. Yeah, my lady and I are at the point of where, hey, you want to have a meetup with Coach Eli and his lady? So be it. Anyway, so here's the thing. Here's how continuously feeding into this guy affects all of you and affects me. Even though I don't talk about him, right? Now I am, but I'm not mentioning his name. But even though I don't talk about him or tag his name in anything, right? How does it affect me? Well, number one, he continues to rebroadcast me, and you folks continue to support him, right? He uses my name, tags my name, right? And basically, he sends his audience to my channel and your channels to thumb us down and to engage with us. So what happens to the YouTube algorithm when he does that? I mean, from a marketing standpoint, I will say this guy's a genius, because that's what it takes to get all eyes on you. You got to tune the YouTube algorithm, the recommendation system, to your favor. And that's what this guy has done by getting each and every one of you to continuously feed into him all day, every day, tagging him, doing all this and that, using the hashtag he has for his group's name. You have made him and continue making him more relevant each and every day. Even when you're doing your streams to try to raise awareness for your audience. You folks aren't realizing everything you're doing is backfiring. Everything you're doing is exactly what he needs or any other YouTuber needs to tune YouTube's recommendation system and send the audience that person's way, in this case, his way. What part of that do you folks not understand? I've been trying to shift to a different audience and get YouTube to recommend my positive and uplifting content to a new audience. And it doesn't happen because of the BS all of you continue doing on top of what he does. Let this guy do what he does, right? Let him talk about us all day, every day. Let him rebroadcast us all day, every day. If we don't feed into it, if we don't respond to it, right? If we just ignore it, no matter what he does, eventually it will all die out. What part of that don't you folks understand? And listen, I get it. I get why you folks are doing it, that are responding to him, right? I get it. I used to do it myself until I realized that even trying to defend yourself against someone like this is a moot point. Why? You guys said it best too on your streams. I skimmed through some of them. I didn't watch all the 3 hours. I don't have that kind of time. I disagree with that only because he has no other talent, just my opinion. Well, you're right about that. Well, he actually has some talent. The thing is, if he actually focused on his actual talent, he would be going through what I'm going through, starting over and trying to rebuild a new audience and go from 2K views and 100 to 200 donations per day and no sponsor. And the sponsor to no sponsor, no donations, and no views, right? He doesn't want to give up the drama, views, donations, and sponsor to focus on what he's talented, because he knows that he's going to have to start over. And it's going to be much harder to build an audience on his actual content. It's the same thing for me, dude. So I'm not going to go as far and say that he doesn't have other talents. He actually does. I'm going to be fair about that. He is just choosing to focus on what's getting him the most attention, traction, and money right now. And primarily, I will tell you this. It all boils down to this. This is the one thing you folks do not understand. Try to understand this, and maybe you'll realize that feeding into him, whether you talk about him or not, he's going to keep doing what he's doing. But if you keep talking about him, you're more so giving him what he's getting paid for. He has a sponsor. And whether his sponsor is directly paying him to make certain kinds of content or not, he's getting that money to create YouTube content. He can create any content he wants. Let's just say his sponsor is paying him $3,000 a month to create any type of content he wants, right? He's still choosing to create this hateful content. And if his sponsor is not forcing him to do it, and he's choosing to do it on his own, then yes, then he is a narcissist, and then he is a sociopath. Right? He did not disrespect your woman. You are okay with that? What does a diaper company have to do with art sponsorship? Here's the thing, dude. He's going to continue to create cartoons and any content that gets reactions from his audience, makes him donations, sells him merch, and also triggers the people that he does that on. You know why? Because when he triggers the people, he gets the back and forth going. It's more entertainment for his audience. Everything this guy does is with the intentional intent to upset people because it creates drama, fake instigated drama. Now, to a certain extent, it is his personality. I used to think he was completely acting. And for the most part, I still think he's amping it up at least a bit, you know. But from what I've seen lately and from what I've heard a lot of people talk about lately, I think it's actually part of his personality. I think he has a personality disorder. I think he has a lot of unresolved trauma stemming back to his childhood. And I don't have to go back and share his story. I'm not here to do that. I don't care. All I'm trying to say is that you folks that continue to talk about him and make 3-hour-long streams on him are wasting your time. And your efforts are not going to go anywhere besides in this pocketbook. Right? And if you continue to make these, if I continue to see content after doing this stream here and be very clear, all right, I just banned the troll, and let me make this very, 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 very clear. That was probably somebody from that dude's channel, or it could have been somebody with a valid point. I'm not working with this guy in any way, shape, or form. I've tried to work with him many years ago legitimately with non-drama content, but he didn't want to do that. So I'm not affiliated with him in any way, shape, or form. I never want to be affiliated with him. Our content is completely different. And as far as I know, he still has a sponsor. Hey, JT, Nightbot timed you out. Try not to use any block words, JT. How you doing, man? He only timed you out for 5 seconds, so just try not to use any blocked words. And that guy's name is a blocked word, bro. Yeah, Kabuto, you got timed out too. Kabuto, I haven't seen you in a while. What's going on? You guys are using words I don't want here. If you're trying to mention his name, you're gonna get timed out by Nightbot. Good morning, Eli. I hope you're having a great day. Well, it's good afternoon here. Good morning to you in your neck of the woods. Well, it's afternoon here. Hey, Tam, how you doing? Welcome back to the show. Yeah, and here's the funny thing. Now we've got the Louisiana moron who's botting my channel now, right? This other guy from Louisiana, right? His initials are RJ, right? Sir, you can bot me all you want. It hasn't hurt me, right? That's the same guy that buys people subs and then does videos to blame them and accuse them of buying subs, right? Sir, you're pathetic, man. That's how pathetic these people are. I've mentioned this in the recent past. I'll say it again. This guy that's botting me right now, he's just an unhappily married man in Louisiana. Has nothing better to do than troll YouTube as a grown-ass mid-40s man. And then he'll buy people subscribers and then go to what do you call it? What's that place? I forgot the place. What they call that place where you can see people's stats, right? He'll go look up the stats online on that website. I can't remember the name. And then say, look at this jump in action here. He bought subs. Well, dude, you're the one that bought the subs. That's how pathetic you are. I didn't use his name. What that big boy needs is to man up and go out and experience life. That's part of the reason he acts like a damn kid. Well, it has to do with his upbringing, bro. It has to do with the way his parents raised him or didn't raise him. They gave him everything. They spoiled the shit out of him so they can do other activities while they were keeping him occupied. They didn't give him enough strokes as a little kid, right? So now he's out here on YouTube, and I think part of it is just thriving off of the attention, right? Like, listen, most normal guys don't thrive off of attention. Most normal guys feel good about themselves independently of everyone else, right? And if we build an audience, it's a bonus. This guy is like a woman. He needs to have a lot of people give him attention to feel worthy, not masculine energy at all. Not masculine energy at all. I'm telling you folks, it's time to move on. Stop talking about this guy. Stop doing long panels on him. You guys want to do some real shows? I tried to do real shows with many of you, including you, JT, and I hope to one day do those real shows with you again that don't involve this guy or anyone else. There are so many things we can talk about. JT, you're a nurse. I respect you in the career you're in. My lady used to be a nurse. She respects the career you're in. There are so many better things we can do with our time, more productive, and help people, and even grow above and beyond and past this stupid ass silly drama. But we got to make the choice to do that. And you all have to learn to understand that this guy is going to continue to try to do what he's done for the last 4 to 5 years out here. He's going to go to different channels. He's going to infiltrate their live stream panels. He's going to try to intentionally talk shit to the channel owner on the panel to start the back and forth, right? Here's my advice to you folks. If you run live stream panels publicly, if you get someone that comes on your panel and is irate, you block them. Kick them off the panel, block them on the StreamYard, block them on your channel with from their channel, and then ignore them because this guy, what he'll do is he'll just go start talking smack about you and tagging your channel in. And if you don't respond to it, he won't get anywhere. You realize that spoiled millennial needs you to be successful. Of course he does. But it's not just me, bro. It's everybody. You think it's just me? It's not just me. It's all of you. Everyone has to stop responding to him and feeding into him. Now, if he wants to create some real content that doesn't attack people in hateful ways, different story. Kabuto, you were timed out again by night, but I don't know why. Nice name, JT. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a great name. Edward says he strikes me as the type that scared women away with his juvenile behavior. Yeah, he's immature. See, women are not really even afraid of him. They just end up sensing his immaturity. They end up sensing his immaturity, right? He can play it off like he's mature for a little bit, right? Maybe till he meets up with them in person. And then when they meet up with him in person, something always goes wrong. And if I were to say what other people have said goes wrong, I don't know whether to believe it or not, but if I were to say that here, I'd get demonetized at least. I don't want to say it. Is he capable of creating real content that don't involve you? I mentioned that a little bit ago. The answer is yes. He's just choosing not to because it would make him less money. He'd have to start over. He wouldn't have a sponsor. Yada, yada, yada. I'm amazed you are defending him. He won't stop leeching off you. I hope you know this. Who said I'm defending him? I'm not defending him or supporting him. You don't understand what I'm saying, sir. Sir, you're not paying attention. I'm not defending him or supporting him. What I'm saying is that the people that keep responding to him, kind of like what I'm doing now, if everyone continues to feed into him, responding to him, or talking about him and sharing what he's done, it keeps him relevant. Paul, go back to your simulcast. You don't have a voice here. You'll never have a voice here. You're asking people to stop. Doesn't he deserve it? Dude, you don't understand. You have not been paying attention. That's what you folks don't fucking understand. How many times can you say the same things about what someone is doing over and over again? Right? Let's take Granny's Watching, for example. I'll mention her. She just streamed today. She's been doing so many streams, regurgitating the same stuff over and over and over again. Why? Because she's getting 300 in the box and making money doing it. For now, right? Until either A, her channel gets shut down or gets removed from the YouTube Partner Program, or B, people stop supporting her because they get bored of hearing the same thing over and over again. Right? Yeah, the guy you mentioned is a creep. He is a creep. I got clips of him I could put out there, but I'm not going to. I don't put out any more. I don't put out clips. I'm not here to come at anyone. I'm here to say, look, it doesn't matter whether he deserves it or not, what he's getting through these live streams. What matters is that you folks are simply doing them. You folks talking about him in any way, shape, or form for 2 to 3 hours a night on multiple streams is making this guy feel like he's more relevant than he actually is. And you guys are making him more relevant, okay? Whether he deserves it or not. I'm not saying he doesn't deserve it or does deserve it. I'm just saying you're missing the frickin' point. The point of the matter is if you just starve him out, like I have, starved him out, then he won't. Maybe he'll still try to come at you for a little while, but eventually him and his audience will get bored. Starve the guy out. Have you guys not heard of the concept? It's different out here on YouTube than real life. In real life, you would handle this differently. Got some black birds right here. They're beautiful. Hey, birdie. Let's see if I can get close before the bird takes off. That's a beautiful bird. That's a big bird. See you, buddy. Beautiful. I got to come out here with my Sony a6400 24 megapixel camera with a nice lens and snap some beautiful pictures in the wildlife. There's so many more things I want to do. I want to start doing some more blogging on my website. I will be doing that. The images I'll be taking are going to be incredible. Very detailed, very high quality, high resolution. All right, folks, I'll be right back. I got to reset the chat. You're not banned. Black Dragon Kabuto, what's up, bro? I understand what you're saying, but if he hurt people, shouldn't they hurt him back? What kind of a question is that, bro? Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth? I don't mean to be rude, dude. You just said if he hurt people, shouldn't they feel or shouldn't they have the right to hurt him back? Is that the way, and no disrespect, sir, is that the way your parents raised you? To hurt people that have hurt you? Because that's not the way I was raised. I was raised to not hurt anyone. But have people hurt me in the past? Yeah, they have. And you know how I've responded to it? I feel bad for them. Because I learned to realize why people do bad things. It's because they're unhappy within themselves. And they see something in you that they wish they could have. It's called a projection, sir. Right? Do you think the most mature thing to do as a grown-ass adult, especially, I don't know how old you are, sir. I'm 48 years old. I'm going to be 50 soon, right? This dude's 37 years old. He's almost 40. He's a grown-ass man. Do you feel that if somebody hurts you, you should go back and try to hurt them? Sure, We've all tried to retaliate against people. You see, sir, that's called retaliation, right? It's called retaliating against someone that's tried to harm you or has harmed you, right? But retaliation is not the answer. Forgiveness is the answer, right? You forgive that person and then you say, hey, you know what? I didn't like what you did. It's not cool, but I forgive you. And guess what? When you forgive them and you don't let it get to you, it makes them more mad because now they realize they can't get to you, right? And then when they try to do stupid shit to you again in the future, you're going to be able to identify it quicker and just ignore it like I have. Sir, I don't teach or believe in eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. I don't believe in revenge or retaliation. That is not a good way to live life. That is not good human nature, sir. Respectfully, I'm not trying to come at you. I'm just saying I completely disagree with what you're saying. Respectfully disagree. Let me see. Give me a second here. Let me see here. Yes, sir, eye for an eye. I don't believe in that, man. No, not mature thing to do. Personally, I would feel better. Yes, I'm being honest. JT says, well, fighting back against a bully is a natural thing to want to do. I'd say you have to pick your battles. We have different beliefs. That doesn't make me a bad person. I'm not saying it does make you a bad person. In my opinion, it's just not the most mature thing someone can do, right? This dude gets me a bunch of he's live view botting me and like bombing me. That's pretty pathetic. All I'm going to say is this. Some people are so invested in the guy, it's a shame. No, I agree. I agree with you on that. Grimming goes, for some reason, Nightbot timed you out. I don't know why. Sorry about that. All I'm going to say is this. Let the guy do his thing. That's all you can do. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Even if you get your way, he's going to keep coming back. And understand that he's running a business. It's not a business I would ever want to run, and I'm not too fond of the business, but it's a business, right? And obviously, if he was doing things so wrong, he would have been removed. He's still around. So that should say something to you folks, right? Just ignore. If you don't want to engage, if you don't want them coming at you or talking about you, just ignore it. I would like to ask a serious question. When he would use that rainbow thing, didn't that anger you? Well, I'm hoping you're not from the other side on the rebroadcast just trying to get a reaction. Honestly, I don't care. Initially, when he did it many years ago, 3-4 years ago, the first time, it did bother me. I did try to flag him down many times. And let me tell you, YouTube never took him down for that. I guess, the people like YouTube thought it was rather comical. So here's the thing. I've learned to just ignore that kind of stuff. It's stupid stuff that most mature adults would look at it and say, this is stupid, and change the channel. But there's also always going to be an audience that's going to enjoy that stuff. And the typical audience that's going to enjoy that stuff are people that's like-minded, like that type of creator, right? Those people have similar issues that relate to the creator, so they're going to like that kind of stuff. As far as myself, I really don't care. It doesn't matter. He can do it all he wants. It doesn't matter. I'm not even here to talk about him directly. I'm here to just say, look, I'm just tired of everyone making content about him. I unsubscribe from everyone. I tell YouTube to not recommend their content, and I keep getting recommended this content. And more so, it's like I just want to break away from this group of people. I want to just create my own stuff with a different audience. And you folks, I'm sure you want to as well. But the longer you keep feeding into this, the longer you're going to stay in the vortex, not only with this group, but through YouTube's recommendation system, right? If you want to trigger the algorithm with a different audience regarding your actual content, you're not going to do it by continuing to feed into this. That's all I'm saying. His content, haha, that's rich. You mean other people content on his channel? I agree, bro. He does use a lot of other people's content. He rebroadcasts content and does commentary on it, right? And many of us, including myself, used to flag it down. This is the answer. I'm going to say it again. And you folks just don't understand. You folks want to spin your own narratives. This is the reason why I don't flag anyone anymore. It's just not worth it. Because what happens? They file a counter notification, and in 2 weeks, it gets reversed, and they win, right? And it looks bad to my channel when that happens, right? And even if you're successfully able to take somebody down, all they're going to do is build a new channel back up with the same people that they have connected behind the scenes and come at you harder. What part of that don't you guys understand? I'm not here to take anyone down. Babe, you banned Edward. That's been here all show. What did they say that got him banned? They won't. Those people are lost in the sauce. They rather destroy a real loyal friendship than stop talking about puppy. I love how quick Nightbot is. Folks, you get to choose who you want to follow and support out here on YouTube. You can also Ignore or feed into anyone you want to. You folks are choosing. You folks that are complaining about this guy are choosing to continue to go at him and feed into him. And as long as you continue doing that, in essence, in my eyes, you're still invested. You're still invested in his content in some way, shape, or form, or you need his content to grow off of. And again, that's more pathetic than anything he's done. If you folks realize that if you are the content and you're tired of somebody making content and you're the content, how do you stop that? You stop giving them content by stopping to talk about them. Folks, it's up to you what you want to do. You want to continue to feed into stuff like this all day, every day? Be my guest. I don't want any part of it. You want to move forward and create something positive? I can help you with that. I don't know how many more times it's going to take for you folks to understand. I don't know how many more times I have to explain this on why this guy does what he does, and it's a business. And it's a business that maybe most of us don't like, but there are some people that do like it. And if we don't want to be a part of it, we can all withdraw from it. Right? The problem with you folks is that when you withdraw from it because you feel slighted, you feel like getting revenge. And that's exactly what he wants. He wants you to try to get revenge on him because he'll continue making content off of that, right? That's why the best thing to do in any situation, any falling out you have with someone online or offline, you just part ways, say, hey, I'm sorry things didn't work out. Best of luck to you in the future, and you walk away. There's no need to retaliate. But out here on YouTube, when you folks have no other content, you feel like getting on a live stream panel and talking shit about this guy for 3 hours. And it doesn't matter whether he deserves it or not. What matters is, why can't you just let it go and move on and be the better person, for Christ's sake? Right? That's all I'm saying. That's it. Period. End of story. Period. End of story. Get your questions, comments, concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in just a few minutes. All right, folks, coming up tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, here on Coach Eli 2. I'm going to be doing a stream. I can't remember the exact title. It's something to do with the differences between men and women. And then I have another article on you get what you give in this world. more so catered to younger men in their late teens and early 20s. I'm going to shut down the chat. I'm going to shut down the stream and come right back. I'm going to reset the chat, and I'll be right back to shut this down. Thanks for stopping by, Black Dragon Kabuto. It's all gravy, baby. Life goes on. Be easy, Eli. Thanks, bro. I like your content, Mr. Melas. Thank you, Grim Grinning Ghost. There's a group of 5 people that obsess about everything the Wolf Boy does. One of them was just in here. Yeah, that was Paul, bro. It's all good, bro. Black Dragon Kabuto says, or maybe I'm wrong because I'm not a part of the hate bond. Who knew? I never thought of you as a bad guy, bro. Let me scroll through here. All right. We're done. Have a great day, folks. See you later. Take care, and as always, be good to each other.